we?
We're going to find
About
out
two and a half
definitively
hours.
in a couple of hours. Absolutely right.
Yeah, interesting to see who Denver will play. And again, a lot of guys on this Pelicans team that you don't normally see. Good defense by AD. Of course, he played with this franchise for 6 seasons to begin his career. KC3.
The first possession defensively, they make a good defensive play, and then they get the first triple of the game.
Bledsoe's going to be the quarterback basically tonight, and they dump it down low, and turning there is really Hernan Gomez, of course his brother LeBron looks to attack. Here he goes all the way, can't scoop and score, but a good follow by Andre Drummond.
Well, Drummond gets his first rebound of the game and his first basket.
He had 15 rebounds last night. Good bounce. Hernan Gomez, no, but a foul. Drummond in and out, back in again. So Dennis hits the mid-range, and the Lakers are up 7-1.
We talked about LeBron and AD and them missing games.
But again, he was really rusty last night in just about everybody's eyes.
Well, it's just a situation where he knows what he has to do consistently.
But he has meant so much.
And big surprise to me is the consistency with which that Dennis Schroeder has played.
Hitting. You said that to me before we went on the air. He was the nicest and biggest surprise on this Laker team for you this year.
Yeah, I mean, when he was with OKC, I knew he had, when the Lakers played him, he'd come in and he'd have some good games, some good spurts. But as a starter and a guy you see every night, he's been better than I anticipated.
Yeah, 20 games when LeBron was out, he was really sensational. There is LeBron stepping back, rebound now to Bledsoe. Of course, Clippers to Phoenix to Milwaukee, and now down here. But what a start to the career he had. Kind of leveled off a little bit. He misses, tapped up, no. They battle for it underneath. This is a good rebounding team. They're second in second chance points, third in total rebounds. That's obviously when they're 100% healthy.
Just getting ready to say the same thing.
Yeah, but they did lead the NBA this year in offensive rebounds. But that's when everybody's healthy. LeBron scores, just bulls it.
Too easy that time for LeBron as he just backed his way to the front of the rim.
Look at this one is thrown up, and Drummond tried to control it. Yeah, anything we say numbers-wise with New Orleans is pretty much how they were. Oh, waiting family, and he was fighting us all the way to the rim that time and threw it down. Schroeder hits the triple.
You know, Schroeder had a few triples against the Pacers yesterday that hit the front of the rim, a little short that time. Obviously used a little bit more legs early.
Lakers now give up the baseline, but fortunate that that ball was fumbled around. They'll work it on the perimeter. Bledsoe dishes off Hernan Gomez in deep, and it's Spain on the national team. Underneath Schroeder, that's what he's done.
Exactly, starting to get the game back that he's used to, and that's getting into the paint and finishing.
Yeah, get to the cup, but also assisting lately has been really improved. That one barely grazed the front of the rim, and it goes to Anthony Davis, who was 9 for 18 from the floor, had 10 more free throws the other night. In fact, being last night, LeBron this time.
Well, at times I think LeBron prefers to finish around the rim with that left. He's so good with it.
Yeah, he's just as dominant. He really is with just about everything he does with that left hand. They're going to take it away from Johnson on the floor. LeBron wasn't going to die for that one.
I don't blame him.
Oh, no, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. And another right there.
Unless he has another opportunity just like that.
To do that. I mean, first quarter, we're not even 5 minutes in. Remember, that's how he got hurt. He was rolled up on. And then the high ankle sprain. Here he is backing in again. Going to scoop it out to Schroeder. Wide open. Set. Fire. Yes.
Ready on 4 for 4 shooting.
And Stu, this is a Pelican team that has not started games well. They played Golden State the other night. They allowed 41 points. And Coach Van Gundy said, we didn't even try. We gave no effort at all.
So words that sends a message to your team, or at least it should, that we better get our act together, or we should be, or could be, looking for another address.
Anthony Davis called this city his address for half a dozen years. And what a sensational half a dozen years they were. Trying to get to the basket, they ran into LeBron, but the backhand layup is good. And that's Najee Marshall. There's the score. No surprise, Portland needs it more than Denver. And as Mike said, he's monitoring that game. It'll be interesting when he tells us who's actually playing for Denver in that contest. LeBron, a couple of fakes, You would think that if Portland blows out Denver in that game and it's not a contest in the second half, that would dictate who's going to play for the Lakers in the second half here tonight. You would think that they would wrestle.
Wow. Clippers are already down 10 at OKC, and if they lose that game, they would lock themselves into the 4 regardless of what happens to Denver, and therefore, in theory, playing down the road, not have to face a team like the Lakers if they get there until the conference finals. So stuff is already becoming pretty clear here early, but Portland has been all over Denver.
Thank you. You're right about the Clippers. I mean, that it would be the conference finals if everything plays out now as we were talking about that possibility the hallway series would take place. LeBron glides in once again. The bounce, he was there.